But what I know is I'm feeling just fine.
My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber, Diet Trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Male content imposters. Now we've touched on this a little bit, but I got to get down to the meat of this subject on this one. Because of, I would say, the fame of Kevin Samuels, right? You see guys who were never really around the male content like that, creeping their way into it, just creeping their way into it. And then what I'm seeing is guys just basically regurgitating and stealing people's content, even Kevin's content, right? Minister Jap talked about it. Angry Man talked about it. Actually, me and O'Shea was talking about it on the phone because I call it the Diet Manosphere, the Diet Black Manosphere. That's what I call the guys who do this stuff. Now, some people are, how can I say this? If you find a space and you want to get involved in it and you're bringing something to the table, guys don't really have an issue with it. But a lot of you guys are fake, fraudulent, and imposters, and y'all just doing it because y'all figure out it's popular and lucrative, right? So we see what you're doing. And a lot of you guys think it's going to work out well. It's not. You know, go for broke, but it's not going to work out well. Because the issue with this imposter stuff is, see, all these imposters are going to do is they're going to make the quote-unquote issue in the quote-unquote gender war worse. Because these are the same type of guys that the girls were complaining about. So basically, you the same way we talked about Derek Jackson being a panderer, and he wound up being an imposter. You're gonna see guys on the opposite side try to be in the male content spaces or the manosphere and the black manosphere who are imposters, and we've had those guys before, and that's why I said it's not gonna work, because we've had guys who came into space, yeah, brother, but really they were just anarchists and they was trying to sabotage it and blow it up, and they had to get on, and now they're like orbiting on the outside of it. But, you know, trying to say they're in it, but they're not in it. I'm in it, but I'm not in it. You double dutching that, you know. And because they want to beef with it because they really don't have any content to make. And because, you know, anarchy, when it comes to the male content space, an anarchist has a niche in its own. Because it's like anti-space. But at the same time, I'm the real man, and I'm going to show y'all why these guys ain't real, man, and this, that, and the third. And what you find out is after a while, you know, the guys that do that are really the type of guys that the girls are complaining about. You know, the guys that are finesse you, lie to your face, use you, manipulate it. Every time you see these guys, you have a conversation, they do the little half fruit pop, giggle and laugh when it gets real. That. You know, it's like you're having a conversation and you're like, look, bro, what is this? Every time it's something that they can be deviant about. They giggle like a schoolgirl. They do that too much. Or they play stupid. You bring a point up, hey, this, and this. Well, I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't get it. I don't know. What do you mean? I mean, you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to make a whole other question and answer that whole other question and say that's what you asked me. And I'm just act crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. See, what you really think it is with this, and this. And I don't believe that because I don't believe this because I'm a real... Shut up. Shut up. These male content imposters. And then you got guys just flat out just, I'm going to be this person. I like what they're doing. I'm going to be that person. There's too many guys who trying to be Kevin Samuels Jr. now. You know, it's too many guys who listen to people like, you know, listen to content creators. And I gotta just keep it 100. There are people who are in the male content space that we all know don't have any experience behind their talking points. And we already knew they were dry and they were content thieves at the time. And now you got people, and they kind of ushered in people to do this because you can tell that they don't really believe what they're saying or been through what they're saying, so let me do it too. And you see this constantly. Yeah, this newscaster type of when I want to talk about my masculinity and to be an alpha man, you have to say these things. And I'm going to regurgitate this thing that they said over and over again because as a real manly man, I just want you to know that the women nowadays are like this. And if you're going to be a traditional woman, you need a traditional man. And me as a traditional man, shut your chest up. Right. But now you guys are coming along and y'all doing this. And it's like, look, we ain't got so many space for them guys. You're not finna overcrowd and oversaturate the shenanigans. No, it's not finna happen. You know, here's another thing. Oh my God. Here's the other thing. There comes a point where, and this is an issue. You got guys who just think it's lucrative. So I'm gonna show up because I can make some money doing this. And it's like, let me tell you what's gonna happen to you, bro. Because this is why I said it's not gonna make it. Guys who was doing this stuff when it wasn't popular, when it wasn't cool, when it was niche or fringe, you think you're gonna skip the line over them and steal all of their material or vast majority of it? That's what you think you're gonna do? And then on top of that, because like I said, this has happened before. When guys get caught up in their BS, then they act like they don't know. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? It's them dudes over there. They told me. It's like, bro, we didn't know you from jump. You came here as a little anarchist, using manipulative shenanigans starter. And now when the heat on you, now you turn gunner. You snitching on everybody. But we wasn't in the gang in the first place. It's them over there. I'm a good guy. I don't want to hear all that. Don't want to hear all that. Because there are guys even now that orbit. Some of those guys are good dudes. Some guys, women too. Some of those chicks are good chicks. But some of those dudes are pieces of what, and some of those chicks are pieces of what. Because you got half of them, they just doing them, and there's no, and you can tell they're grown about their stuff. Other ones, they just trying to finesse it, and it's like, man, go on somewhere with that. I'm trying to give you the game. No, you're trying to run game. It's a difference. So you see these people who are anarchists, and it's like, man, shut up. Just shut up. Man, you just hating on me because I'm more successful than you. No, bro. No. I'm hating. If I'm hating on the fact that you're fraudulent. And I know you're going to fold the minute you get any kind of pushback. So I don't want you to bring people down, drag people down when you fold under pressure that weren't involved with you in the first place, because you're going to use them as a means to hold you up when it don't work. You get what I'm saying? That's the issue. Because guys have been hanging on to guys, even in this space, has been fake and fraudulent and got caught in that BS multiple times. Because you like it. They like a person. But you guys are new and you unliked and nobody knows you. And you're trying to, guess what? I just showed up yesterday, blah, blah, blah. Man, shut up. Shut up. Because what guys, what these imposters do, they get male content and they're not even men. Because they're moving like snakes trying to be men. And it's like, I'm not rocking with it. Because they want you to move like a snake. And then all of a sudden, when it's time to chop that snake's head off, they're going to pull their panties up. Watch what I tell you. It happens over and over and over again. This has happened before. But these guys are imposters, man. That's all they are. They're imposters looking for a payday. And if it don't work, watch what happens when it doesn't work. They're gonna go completely on the opposite end. They're gonna be a heel. They're gonna be the villain to the space. So check it out. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you.